Hello folks, Chaos here, and welcome to my brand new series, Roleplay Absence. Just to run through things for a little bit, I'm going to introduce the current player cast in a bit, but just to give you an overall idea, this is a not so much professional role-playing stuff I'm doing with a few friends. I've currently split it up into two parties, and the folks you'll be having today is Party 1. The names are Chris and Matt, however the character names are Billy Bob and Mungo. We do have a guest character that's coming soon, and he'll appear in the later episodes, but for now, yeah. So let me just unmute them so you can actually hear their voices. Hello, Chris. Chris, Matt, are you there?
Yeah, we sat here the entire time.
Damn it, Matt! You should have said silent.
I have a feeling he's going to try and pull that on me. So, Chris,
Can you... time for that shit. We've been trying to organize this like 2 weeks already. Okay.
Yeah, we have been trying to do this for so fucking long, but we've just never actually been able to pull it off. So, since I want to get us on quickly to role playing, Billy Bob or Chris, can you introduce yourself? Tell us a bit about your character.
I am Billy Bob, a magnificent wizard. My spell book is literally close to my heart. I'm surprised it's not fused to it already, with all the fire that I spew from my fingers.
Fantastic.
People think I'm a smoker, but no, that's just fire. That's because fire comes out of my fingers.
People think
it just happens to smell like weed. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe that's what's going on in my head.
I think a bit of... let me just change the audio for you, Chris, because you're a little bit loud. There we go.
When is Chris ever not loud?
Hey,
So,
when I'm sleeping.
Mungo or Matt, can you introduce to us your character? Who are you?
A shitty version of Billy Bob.
Billy Bob is a shitty version of Billy Bob.
Oh.
Anyway.
Already got some character hatred going on right now.
Mungo Mordai is a fairly inexperienced sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can say that.
Doesn't have much control over his powers, has had a few accidents.
To give people...
Yeah, we had to clean up several puddles on the way.
Yeah, just to let you folks know, we have had a bunch of previous sessions beforehand, kind of a prologue just for everyone to get into their own characters, or develop a bit of the world. So
shit, it was glorious.
Yeah, Billy Bob.
Parts of it, now we're kind of split up.
These guys, they were originally all together, but they've I'm splitting them up just for easy GM stuff. It's cool.
Easy cheesy GM stuff.
Yes, easy peasy. So let me switch to combat view, and there we go. Alright, so just to recap with you two, as well as with the rest of the viewers, let me switch on over. Just for the viewers, if they don't know, I'm actually the GM and also the guy who's running the video for this stuff. So everything you see is from a GM perspective, so you'll be able to see everything I have planned and installed for these guys, which be quite interesting. I have a bunch of written text down, which I'll be looking at quite a bit, just to try and keep these two as well as the rest of the party members in line. We'll have to apologise for any background noise, but what do you know? It's not a professional environment.
You get
So,
support to Team 2 with Soul Destroyer having the most interesting background. I have to say.
You're gonna enjoy Team 2. We got a fantastic cast of characters. Very.
We're Team 1.
But Team 1 is the number one.
We're the best team.
Exactly.
Team 2 is only good because they've got Jesse.
So, viewers, welcome to Absence. This is the Absence is kind of like a small area that's been hidden among a bunch of mountains. It's a very quite barren and just not so much like a visited place. The only people that visit Absence are those who come to Pentagon Village. And the reason why our heroes are all here is because previously they came across, well, there was a troublesome necromancer called, I think it was Petal Skyfang.
I tried to burn her and I killed someone.
And this necromancer was causing a bunch of problems in this area, to the like point that this area that's usually nice and warm, like a good temperature, became like freezing ice cold. Like, she had wiped out almost all of the village. She was bringing the undead up from the ground. Like, along with a bunch of bandits she also had to come across. Like, a giant fat queen, if I recall. They've had quite an adventure so far. You did meet quite a few friends, in which one of them was Yenros. What happened there? If I recall, you burnt down his home.
Yes. And I would do it again.
Well, I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, so Mungo came in later on in the adventure, but Billy Bob.
Yeah, let me recreate what I did.
There we go. Over here, as you can see,
I need the other colour in.
This is Yenros's home. He's the guy who like
his home.
Yeah, he was a ranger who lives amongst the trees. Billy Bob, as a fiery wizard as he is, came in and accidentally burnt it down.
Accidentally. Air quote, accidentally.
Quite a few things happened. Yenros
I mean,
and
I'm not
his...
surprised it didn't stop burning, because these wolves were on fire before, anyway.
Yenros and his pet acquaintance, Falco, the, I don't even know what type of bird it was.
I think it was a falcon.
Yeah, it was a falcon.
Or it could be a bird that was trying
It's
to
actually
be a
in
falcon.
his,
No, it was a pigeon.
It's actually
guys.
in his profile picture.
It was a pigeon.
It was a falcon. It was
It was a regular old pigeon.
But yeah, Falco and Yenros, along with like a bunch of other characters, also had a guy called Hoborific. I believe it was.
Yes.
Was it Hoborific? Let me just.
It was.
double
Do you
check.
want me to demonstrate?
Yeah, it was.
To him?
Because the
So-
his son is called Hobolicious.
These guys fought this necromancer and managed to kill her at the loss of their own friend. However, she wasn't the one who did the final blow to their friend, shall I say. An interesting wizard here decided to cast Fireball and blow everyone away.
Including.
You
Oh,
also,
no.
if I recall, found a key in one of
Yes.
the houses with Yenros,
I found the
in which, like, after deciphering a note, you end up finding out that this key is related to a gate, which you further on found out through an NPC called Jax, that this key is to the gate of the Temple of the Greater Beings, which is like further up on the map over here.
It's over there.
So they haven't opened this gate, they haven't explored this area. Like, for the past time, like, you've been rebuilding the village, basically.
Yes, we have been rebuilding the village.
Yenros
I have definitely been helping.
and Falco, after like your fight with the necromancer, they left because they were traumatized, they were scarred by what happened to them.
And their forest.
And their forest.
Yenros is.
As they left the town, they went to the gate with a handkerchief and waved them off.
It's definitely not because the person who played Yenros decided to go leave to play games. I mean, go see uni. Yeah.
Yeah, he has so much uni work to do.
But yeah, since then, you guys, as well as like a few other, or a bunch of other people, war adventurers, ended up rebuilding Pentagon Village, which was like complete ruins from the necromancer. And with that, it is now, as you see here,
Oh god.
in the Absence
Your
map.
voice is going a bit for me.
So, as you can see, folks, this is the new Absence map here. It's a lot different. A lot of the trees are missing, and that's
It has no
because...
beard.
Oh yeah, it hasn't changed for you lot. There we
There
go.
we go. Oh, I burnt more forests down.
Yeah, so basically...
Looky here.
Since the last time we played, 3 months have gone on within this like game. Probably a lot more in real life, actually.
And we've decided to be on opposite sides of the town. We've had a bit of a falling out.
There you go. They can actually see some of the tokens I've got, right? But yeah, you might be able to see some of these other characters. That's because they're on the GM layer. Billy Bob and Mungo won't be able to see this. So, yeah, basically what's happened in these past few months is that Billy Bob, Mungo, and the rest of the other party ended up rebuilding Pentagon Village to what it is now, which is like, there's a few buildings, there's an inn, or like a pub.
What happened to that building I set on? I blew up.
What, down at the bottom? Yeah.
No, in the town.
Well, you didn't
In the
really
town.
blow it
Well, you didn't blow that
up.
up.
Else did.
Hoberific, the other
I-
character, blew it up.
It was my idea.
But yeah, like after the death of your friend, Billy Bob, realizing what he had done with his fireball, went on a tree burning spree, which didn't really help the village out.
It was more of a. He's back. He's mentally. Oh, he's not really sane. He's never been sane.
But yeah, like since then, like you notice there's these buildings here. They're not buildings; they're actually tents, and that's because since then, Jax, the leader of the Exorcist party, or the Paladin rank guy, these tents are put down because he and like his men have been moving into this land, as well as just a bunch of adventurers have been moving in ever since they've heard about the incident of the necromancer, and they all want in on this loot. So there are quite a few like people now back in Pentagon Village compared to what there was previously, which was 0. So you know the village has been coming along.
No, there was the necromancer.
Oh yeah, necromancer in a town full of undead creatures. That sounds great. Great city.
That is a great city.
Let me move into that city.
That's basically Derby.
Well,
Oh snap!
Ouch.
Well, previously, I wouldn't say like a city full of undead is populated. Not in a good way of
Shout out
sorts.
to Derby.
So yeah, basically within these few months, like you two have helped rebuild this place, kind of with Billy Bob. So lots of trees have been chopped down, lots of trees have been burnt, lots of the buildings nearby have been scavenged, so you can help rebuild some of the buildings in the town. And with that, you know, like you've all been up to your own stuff. You've been helping out with like food hunting, etc. And with that, along with like some of the money you've had from previously, we're going to move over to the merchant, which is where you guys are currently taking
Wait.
place.
The money.
Yes. So like,
Yes.
you know, a couple months after.
The last time I had money. Oh wait, it wasn't money.
So yeah,
It
you
was
guys.
A bottle of piss.
You guys are like here in the actual merchant shop now, like just in this current day. It's like it's a normal day. You've been helping out with gathering some food earlier on, and like right now you're in the shop. Billy Bob's been admiring some of the clothes. Mungo's like talking to the merchant. Like you can't magically fly all over the place, Billy Bob.
Yes, I can. I'm on a box, motherfucker.
So yeah,
So
like
this is a common theme with Billy Bob just stepping across the map. It just kind of happens. No one questions it. Apparently.
We all put it down to lag issues.
I should have mentioned to you lot, there are now new mechanics in place, such as like the whole combat and stuff. Just to give the viewers an idea of what we're doing. Like, we're not using D&D, we're using Dungeon World, but we're using a bunch of home rules and stuff to make it a bit more complicated, but not as complicated and probably like
over here.
fleshed out as D&D is. It's just mainly because not all of us have a lot of time to invest in reading like pages upon pages of what D&D has to offer.
I mean,
A lot of it is just bullshit that they spout anyway.
Well, yeah,
My-
even
I-
for
my-
myself. like it's a lot of work to try and set this up, and we already mentioned we've like had a few attempts to try and record now, and it's not turned out well.
To be fair, that's not really on your part. It's kind of more.
Yeah.
Everyone else decided, oh, I actually have to do something to this thing. I have about 10 billion things I need to do right now when you need to record.
Yeah, one of the main systems I'm going to talk, or I should probably tell you to, is that we now have a system called morality, in which this system is based on good deeds and evil deeds. So, what? Just to explain this a bit, like depending on what the characters do, if they do more evil deeds, their morality will increase. If they do more good deeds, their morality will decrease. Now, the whole point of this system...
Case in point here being fucking Billy Bob.
Basically, it's just to show off how evil and good every character is, and depending on the race, like it shows off like certain races can be more evil than others.
That's right.
Just because they're more inherently related to like the old gods of this world.
That is absolute racism.
Now there is quite a lot of religion and stuff going on here, but you know I won't talk about it unless maybe I could do like some private videos if you lot are interested. So, onto the action here. You guys are currently just... Oh my god. I only just noticed that Billy Bob's lying on the floor.
He's not lying on the floor.
He's been like that for a couple of seconds.
He's hovering upside.
So yeah, you're currently in the shops. Like you're chatting with the merchant right now, Mungo. Billy Bob is really expecting those clothes right now.
He's sniffing
So,
them.
like, yeah, what do you both want to do? Like,
I just want to keep sniffing this suit right here.
Well, I'm just gonna quickly check what I actually have right now.
yeah, it has been a while since we last played, so you might want to check everything.
Okay, one second. I'm trying to do something.
Yeah, I might just want to ask the merchant if you have any potions, health potions. Or basically what you have.
Bottles.
Let me just switch over. I believe the audience can actually see what I'm doing here as well. Let me just double check. Yeah, they can.
Oh god.
That's fine. Actually, I could probably just switch it to that and then pop that out.
You know if I move my character just so he's
There we
actually
go.
next to the person? There we go.
Don't. It's
Yeah,
not worth it.
there we go, Matt. That looks better. So you want some potions, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask about some lovely health potions.
Some really nice bread.
Let's have a look at the basic moves I got written down again. So... No, nothing here. So... I believe there might be some rules in place regarding when you meet the guy, but since these are common potions and stuff, like they're just probably going to be the same amount of price that they usually cost. Potions.
Well, I imagine he does have potions. I just wanted to check.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So this guy does have healing potions. They're like the usual price of 50 coins. So like,
Yo, I can only get one healing potion then.
he's kind of just he's talking to you like you are friendly with this guy because if you recall from the you know the last session, this is the merchant you saved, and at the same time also like took a bunch of items from him.
Yeah.
So his opinion of you is okay. He's a bit sad in the fact that you weren't able to fully like rescue the entire like town.
You weren't able to rescue them there.
He's a bit sad that he lost like all of his beer supplies and stuff that he had there.
Whoops. I wasn't the one who did that.
But like at the moment, he doesn't have a grudge against you because you've helped like rebuild the whole town. So, like in terms of like cost of everything's like the normal price. So, potions are like health potions. They're 50 coins.
Yeah. So I ask for a potion. I give him 50 gold.
All right, just mark off your 50 coins and just add yourself a potion. So yeah, that's a healing potion that will heal you of 10 damage, or it will remove 1 debility. So, you know, regular old potion. What do you want to do, Billy Bob?
I want to inspect this nice fine suit.
This...
That I'm not looking at because I'm sniffing some bread.
Can you move your character there then?
Okay, one sec.
Yeah, you know you can actually, if you hold a character, hold space, and then tap space repeatedly, you can do that.
Oh my lord.
Yes.
Why did you tell Chris that?
So yeah, if you hold a character, then just like press space repeatedly. This is good like if you have to move around obstacles. Oh my fucking god.
Again, why did you tell him that?
Because this will be useful in the future, okay, Matt? So yes, Chris, you deciding to like inspect this nice clothing?
Yeah.
Do you want to roll your wisdom for discern realities then? Because
I just did.
right, let me look at the chat. All right, so you got a 9. Okay, so like you're leaning your head in, like you're looking like really up close on this fine suit. Oh, like the black clothing along with like all the stripes and stuff. Like this is like very high quality material.
Yeah.
If you were to buy it, it'd be quite expensive. At the same time, if you did steal it, you could sell it for quite a bit.
Yeah.
But like because like what you rolled, I won't say like you know exactly what this suit is. You just know it's a really fancy, nice looking suit.
How much would the suit weigh?
How much would the suit weigh? Well, I imagine your character's probably like feeling the suit, lifting it up a bit with his hands, just like, you know, grabbing the sleeves and stuff. The merchant's probably like
the sleeves.
the merchant. The merchant probably from afar is like, once he's talking to Mungo, he's just looking at you like every now and then, just to make sure you're not gonna tear the arms off or something.
Or burn it like I usually do.
Or burn it, because the whole town know that you're the usual person to burn everything. So
if there's a fire, it's probably me.
exactly, like that's how they look at things with you. But yeah, in terms of this suit, I'd say it's probably just one weight. It's not that heavy.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to him and ask how much for the suit.
I'll move my cat.
Like, all I can say though, like in terms of stats, from what you can see with this
How
suit
much
though,
for the suit?
the suit stats would only just give you like fancy, like it wouldn't give you any like armor properties, etc.
No, this isn't for me. This is for my invisible servant. He's gonna wear that shit. Is this gonna be a floating suit?
So what exactly do you do? Just like explain how you asked the merchant about the suit.
How much for that suit over there, me boy?
So like how do you do that? Do you like walk up to him like very slowly after like, looking at it? Are you like flailing your arms in the air or something?
I'm actually trying to act a bit more casual about this. I go over to the spears. I look at the spears. I go over to the other costume. Look at that. I look at this barrel, and then I go over to him.
Acting casually is actually suspicious. More suspicious than anyone else acting casual.
So basically, from the looks,
me boy, how much for that fine suit over there?
The way it looks to us is like you just zipped for everything, and you're just like, how much for the suit? So yeah, the merchant's kind of just like, the suit. Let me just look from a book. So he lifts this book up that's on the desk in front of him, and it's got like all the prices for all the items.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, just to keep an idea of how much he's got in stock. Make sure he's selling things at the correct price. Let me look myself at some of the equipment.
It must be written as you can't afford it because I'm pretty sure I don't think Billy Bob has many coins.
How many coins do you have?
How much is it?
Right. Okay. So the merchant is just like, he pulls his head away from the book. He looks at you, looks at the book. He's just like, I don't really think you can afford this, Billy Bob. It's a bit out of your price range.
How much is the suit?
Are you like leaning forward right now on the desk, just like?
One sec. This is what's happened. I jumped over the desk, and I am now leaning.
So yeah, he just like either pulls his head away from the book, looks forward, doesn't see you there, turns to his side, and just sees you. Just like, how much for the suit? And he's just like, 200 coins. It's 200 coins, Billy Bob.
I have this bottle of liquid gold. Would that suffice?
I mean, you're rolling parlay for this, right?
Yeah.
You don't really. I mean, you're coming off as very like intimidating right now, so I'd say you could probably do this. So yeah, roll your charisma. Oh my god. And he's just like, oh my god, you got another bottle. And he kind of just like, he's looking at the bottle, and he's just like, with that bottle, 50 coins.
How about another bottle?
How many bottles do you have? I need to.
Actually, that's the last one.
You've only got one bottle.
Mungo, you got any spare change?
No, I just used it.
Can I set up a debt system?
A debt system.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure in
so
lands we don't have credit cards.
so more like
you
tab.
accept credit cards.
So tab really then.
Yeah, I'll have a tab. I can pay off.
Well, okay. So the merchant's just like, you want to do a tab with my fine suit.
Yes.
And he is kind of like he does want that bottle of gold. So he kind of thinks to himself, he's just like, Billy Bob, as long as you don't burn the suit, I will put it on your tab of 50 coins.
Okay.
But you better pay me back the next time you come here.
I will pay you back. Don't worry.
You're just leaning in close to his face.
Don't worry.
Mungo,
in advance, just because I don't trust Billy Bob to pay it back, I just give the merchant 7 gold right now.
7 gold.
Seven gold as a forward payment for the other forestry that Billy Bob isn't gonna pay.
The merchant's just like, just keep the 7 gold for now.
My face is just gleaming.
Let me try and find an actual black suit for this. I mean, I wasn't expecting you to buy it, but all right.
I think.
No, I'm not wearing the black suit. You know who's actually?
I know your servant is.
I literally just want to know his reaction as the suit just takes itself up, puts itself on, and then walks out.
It would actually be kind of useful, since we would actually now know where the hell Chris's invisible servant is, instead of him just kind of existing somewhere and then suddenly he does something.
What he's gonna do is he's gonna be a field medic. I've got a couple of potions. If anyone needs healing, he just runs it to you.
Oh, can I actually find one? Suit. Like, because I can't actually give you a suit, I'm gonna have to.
Should I just put fancy suit in inventory and carry?
There you go. There's your guy.
Oh my god, that is amazing. Can I move him myself? Give me privileges. Please.
All right, let me change this then. So I need to turn this into servant with fancy suit.
With fancy suit.
There we go.
Controlled by. It looks like a black turtle with sunglasses.
That's exactly what he is, though. How dare you offend?
Well, to be honest,
my invisible servant.
Nobody can see him in the first place, so we finally So Billy Bob, you take the suit, you just throw it on top of this invisible servant, and the merchant's just like, what? When was? What? He's kind of a bit baffled about this because I don't think you've actually.
I just turn to him and say, "Yeah, I could have robbed you with this, but I didn't. I'm too nice of a person."
I mean, technically, you have.
What do you mean? I haven't robbed him.
Mungo just kind of like shoves towards the merchant and just goes, "I don't know either."
It's like this is just a normal day.
This is just a normal day for me.
This is Billy Bob as usual.
I just kind of ignore him.
It's kind of hard because we're the only two in this session at the moment.
Okay, so yeah, your servant, you flung it on top of your servant, like he puts his like arms through it and his legs, because this is a pretty big suit, and he looks like a flying turtle. So, like,
my baby, he's grown
is
up.
there
finally.
anything else you want right now? The merchant, or
I mean, what is he selling?
he's selling all the typical goods you'd find from like just a selling guy. You know, he's got like some rations, bandages, basic swords. There isn't a blacksmith around in the village yet.
Some of them rations, yo.
So rations, right?
Yeah.
I believe there was no, there's not a shock off that. Where are rations? Maybe in. That's not the area I need to go. That's way too far. General equipment, weapons, dungeon gear is probably in here. Dungeon rations, yeah, that 3 coins.
3 coins?
Yeah, for 5 uses of dungeon rations. Oh, dungeon rations ration. Which, yeah, it has 5 uses, yeah. So you got 5 dungeon rations for 3 coins, he says to you. And he kind of like points towards the bread. That type of bread is the stuff that lasts for a while. Yeah.
That I was sniffing earlier.
Well, I've got 7 gold, so I'll buy 10 dungeon rations.
I will.
It's 10 uses. So
Yeah, so that would be 6 coins then, and you hand him your coins. Billy Bob, how many are you buying?
I will do the same.
Alright, what, you want 10 dungeon rations?
So I
Yes.
should put 10 dungeon rations and in brackets 10 uses.
Alright, so yeah, hand him the coins and mark them off.
Yeah, I'm marking them off, don't worry.
So yeah, that should come in handy if you end up having to
How
camp
much
out.
was it again?
6 coins.
6 coins.
Yeah, for 10 uses of dungeon
Okay.
rations. So this kind of stuff isn't tasty, but it's not bad. Like this is bread that's, it's mediocre. It's not as good as the pub food though.
Ugh, pub food. Gotta love the pub food.
So yeah, you end up buying some rations. He's like, "Is there anything else you want?" I mean, you bought my suit.
How much for the?
I think I'm set. I'm good.
All right.
How much for the broom back there?
It's like, no, Billy Bob, no. I know what you're going to do with that broom. Not this time.
What do you mean? All I want to do is try and fly.
Billy Bob, you're not a witch. You're a wizard. And he kind of just like, then you just say,
Hey, that's sexist. I can be whatever I want to be.
You can be whatever you want to be, but if you fall through with a kind of queer.
I mean, he just looks looks at you and just like, it's not for sale, Billy Bob. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps in the future when you come back, I might have some brushes for you.
Oh.
I think we're done here.
Are you all done?
I actually can't spend any more gold unless you have more tricks up your sleeve, really well.
I've run out of bottles of piss. I can't do anything else.
Obviously, you need to get some more bottles.
I know.
You could try to sell your hair as some kind of rare gem, I don't know.
Nah.
Oh, off you go.
Oh, he really likes you.
Oh my god. Alright, so with that, you guys, done with everything? You're just like, yeah, we're all stocked up, we're ready for whatever we got next. We're prepped for food for a bunch of days. So yeah, you're gonna walk out into Pentagon Village. So
We
here
also
we
say
go.
goodbye to the merchant because we're not rude, but
Yeah, you just
I want to
wave
say
him goodbye. Do you wink at him as you walk out, Billy Bob?
No, I give him a firm handshake and I say I will return.
He's just like, you better pay me back, or I will get some people after you.
Why would I need
and
to
I
pay you
remind him
back?
that I'm not
What?
Billy Bob,
Why would I need to pay?
and I did not buy the suit.
Well, you could keep in mind that you need to try and earn 50 coins to pay him back sooner or later.
Sooner or later.
Yeah,
You
because
have to do it right now.
right now you're okay. You can venture off and do what you want. So yeah, you both walk out of the merchant's shop, and you kind of just hear like
1 second.
some.
Yeah, sorry, I was kind of doing something else.
All right, so yeah, you walk out of the merchant shop, and like near from a distance
Damn,
away.
that's one big ass spear.
From a distance
That's
away.
one big ass-
Try not to interrupt me.
Sorry.
But yeah.
Holy shit, that's a big sword.
God damn it, Billy Bob. But yeah,
I know
from
I'm saying these things and Billy Bob is looking me the other way.
It's just to narrate this, and then Chris constantly is just like, "Holy shit, that!"
It's on a nice fence.
So yeah, like you hear like from a distance away that there's some people talking. Someone that's pretty aggressive, a feminine voice, like quite a few feminine voices to be honest. And like you can kind of hear like somebody who's like scared. Do you want to like roll perception or something? Well, not perception. Discern realities, yeah. So wisdom.
Knowledge.
Shit.
No, how am I getting straight 9s?
So yeah, fucking hell.
Spell out the emergency number in the UK with my last 3 rolls.
See, Mungo, right now you're just oblivious to all of this going on. Like you hear some noises, you're not paying much attention. Billy Bob, you can hear this quite clearly, and like from the distance you can hear the woman picking up this like you kind of hear this guy kind of being strangled, and she's shouting at him, saying like, "How dare you run away from the fight? Where is your honor, man?" And he's just like, "You don't understand what it was. They're dead. They're all dead." And he's kind of just like, he's panting, he's out of breath, like he's kind of covered in blood, not his blood, but like everyone else's, and like or a bunch of other people's blood, and he's kind of just like, you know, it's dripping on the floor. Somehow you're
Somebody say dead.
So yeah, Billy Bob, what are you like, just like walking over there, just interrupting them?
Yeah, literally, and then my suit comes up.
Okay, so yeah, you walk up to them. Bungo, are you joining him, or are you just gonna stand there?
I'll just see what happens when this.
All right, so
I'll
yeah,
sit by his barrel.
the long-haired woman just like grabbing like the guy from like his shirt, like lifting him up with one arm, whilst the other's just like holding the sword. Like she's got some flipping huge muscles right now, and she just looks to you and she's like, "What?" And the guy's just like, "Oh my God, Billy Bob, you can save us, right? You can kill the things that killed them. Can you?
Kill things.
Monsters, dark monsters,
I burn things.
shadows, horror." And she's just like, this guy ran from a fight. Where is his honor? He doesn't deserve to live."
I would say his honor is in his trousers, where probably there are other things in there as well.
So yeah, she kind of just looks at you, and like this woman here, she's just like, don't speak to Billy Bob like that. He helped rebuild our village. He's the hero that saved us from the necromancer.
I literally do the air quote hand thing. Helped.
And so like the mercenary, she looks like she's just about to slowly put him on the floor, and then she just like throws him down onto the ground. And he just starts crawling backwards with his arms. He's just like, "Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me." He's just trembling in fear right now. And she kind of just looks at you and like, so you're the hotshot who's been killing off necromancers, eh?
Well, killing off is a bit of a strong word. I would say I burned her.
And she's just kind of just like, she's not exactly sure by what you mean by that, but judging from like the various trees that have been burnt down on her way here to the village or town, I think she can kind of put together what's going on with you and those trees.
And the trees. I get a little too excited, you know.
And so like the guy's just on the floor. He's like, Billy Bob, maybe you can help. Maybe you can help get vengeance for the people that died. The creatures that came out from the trees. You could burn them. You could burn them all down, can't you? You can kill them.
Wait. Did you say burn them?
This guy who's speaking to you, by the way, not the other guy.
Which one?
What you realize is he has a blood spot underneath.
Yeah, the guy who has
that's what I'm doing.
He's moving closer.
I go up to him instead.
Okay, so you walk up to this thief who's got like a pair, 2 sticks with like some shoes on either end, and you're just like, "What are you looking at, mate? What are you on about?" And she kind of like points a sword to you, and she's like, "Stay away from my sidekick, please."
Sidekick.
And he's kind of just like, "I'm not a sidekick. I'm hired."
Use a spell.
I just want to point out,
Sidekick, I'll show you sidekick.
Huh?
Is the guy who was being held up in a chokehold still on the ground?
And he's just on the ground right now. He's trembling. Like, if you look at him, actually, do you want to roll wisdom just to get an idea what he looks like?
Which one was the one being held off? I forget.
This guy.
Which one? Oh, that one.
Do you want to roll your... Matt, do you want to roll your wisdom just to see like how he looks? Because you could probably... Alright. Fucking hell, you're rolling 9s.
9.
So yeah, Mungo, like you look at this guy and you can see that there's chunks of flesh that don't belong to his. Obviously belong to like perhaps some of the other woodcutters that were along with him outside of the village chopping some trees down. And like his face like is like he's filled with trauma from what he has seen. Like whatever like caused this kind of brutality is something he could not even deal with, no matter like what this woman's saying to him. So like this guy, perhaps you could ask him like where this what happened, try and find out the location of this place, or you could just leave him here, try and let him recover or something. Like he's in a mess right now, but you could probably still get some words out of him. It depends how you want to approach this.
Well, first off, if I am going to approach him, I'm going to fucking pick him off the ground.
Okay.
Strength check.
It's kind of not really
So
nice
you
way to talk to someone if they're on the ground staring up at you.
Yeah,
So-
that's how I roll.
are you like walking up to him and just like reach out with your hand and just like grab him with it? Like grab his hand and just like pull him up that way?
Just pull him up.
Alright, so you pull him up to his feet.
I need to ask you some questions about what happened.
And the woman next to you, like, she kind of just steps back. She's like, "Oh, so you're the one I've been hearing the most about. The sorcerer, is it? I hear you're kind of pretty rare nowadays." And she's kind of just like, she shows a bit of an interest towards you. And, like, she takes her hand, or puts her sword into the ground, and then, like, puts her hands out, and she's like, "Hi, my name's Madeline.
Hi.
And yours is Mungo, right?"
I shake her hand and say, "Yeah. What's up?"
So, she's like, "I've heard quite a few interesting things about you, and your abilities, let's just say."
Shit abilities.
I'm quite new in town here. I've been sent in by the king along with my sidekick over there, and he's just like, "I'm a god, paid god, damn it." He's not exactly like happy being called like a sidekick. He doesn't see them as like a superhero duo. He just sees it as like he's here for a job right now. He's getting paid, and once he's at it, he's interested in stealing shoes if he can find any. So
I don't wear
Give
shoes.
him money and shoes and nothing else.
it's all about the shoes. So she's just like, I was sent here by the king to try and deal with like the threat in this area, but I see you've already taken care of it. Would it be alright if I join you and find out why this guy is trembling in fear?
Sure, but next time when you find someone running away from a fight, it'd be best to ask them for information first before you put them in chokeholds.
Ooh.
No. This is my kind of ally.
So Billy Bob, do you like show like? Are you just like smiling at her now, just like I like you? Just
Not
whisper it in her ear.
Anyway,
I like you a lot.
while
Fucking
this
hell.
awkwardness is going on, I actually turn back to the person I just picked up off the ground.
Alright, so yeah, he's just like, thanks. These creatures, they I've never seen anything like it before. They look like our shadows, but they're there. They're real. They murdered all of them. So many plants everywhere. The plants just started spurting out of them.
Do you know what goes well? Do you know what does well against shadows? Light. Do you know what emits light? Fire.
At this moment, Chris, I don't think you're making him that happy. You right now, your light's probably burning his eyes.
I'm not saying it. I'm just stating this. I'm not actually having a fire in my hand.
So yeah,
I ask him if he knows roughly on a map where this would be, where this location is.
and Madeline's just like, we don't need to have him point it out on the map. You coming with us? And he's just like, am I? And she's like, yes, you will. So she's kind of just like grabs him by the neck, like, you're gonna help us find out what happened, and we're gonna fix this problem. So she's kind of just like threatening him right now, and I mean, she is pretty big. She's got like some flipping huge missiles. She's got missiles in her muscles. Now she's you know, with the huge like strength coming off her, like she whether this guy or whether you can try and convince this guy like to stay here, she's probably just dragging him along anyway. So
well, these are the two with the spear and the big ass spear and the big ass bow.
well, yeah, these two here, like the purple one, no, pink one is actually just like another adventurer who's just listening in, and one of the spear is actually a female guardsman of the village. So
Okay.
she's kind of just here to make sure this doesn't go ugly, you know, try and retain order.
And they start firing fireballs.
To try and make sure you don't start burning everything down. Yeah, that's the whole point of the guardsman here.
Everywhere.
Actually, the guards, this town doesn't really need guardsmen so much at this point. They just kind of need to keep an eye on Billy Bob. That's
Pretty much, yeah. That.
I feel like that's just mainly what their job
The
is.
amount of adventurers that here, they can defend the village well enough. Guardsmen that protect the village from me.
Like, there isn't enough people here to deal with Billy Bob, so you know the adventurers and stuff are all prepared, bows at the ready just in case. But yeah, like
I think she's going to miss, and
but yeah, I'm with that. Like Madeline's just like, so guys, since you guys don't seem to have anybody to help do a bit of chopping, I don't think you would mind if I bring me my friend along, and we try and find out what's going on here.
okay, as long as you can steal me some nice pair of go with the suit over.
It's like, I have heard that you're both pretty goddamn strong. I don't think you're very good in melee combat, are you?
Hey,
And she kind of just like,
you don't know I have this magical knife.
like as she says, just like pulls her sword up and puts it onto her back. Like while she's like holding it with one arm, she's leaning it on one of her shoulders. And this is a flipping huge sword. Like, if like considering like the amount of like strength she's showing off right now, she looks like she could tear somebody in half with it, like straight from the middle.
It's like one of those huge anime swords.
Oh, it's a huge anime broadsword. Like the sword looks really heavy, but it's like the metal used. The metal used is pretty.
Sorry, that just reminded me of a fucking.
It's quite lightweight. But you know,
And the best part of our dungeon quest is the bronze sword. Literally a video. There's a guy who goes around to talk about this thing called Dungeon Quest. The best thing about Dungeon Quest is the furniture. It's so good, I've started replacing all my furniture with Dungeon Quest furniture.
I think I actually might have seen that video before.
It's like, I've even started with the door. Since it's like miniature figures, he just cuts to the door frame. So it's your big old door in the middle.
So yeah, Madeline like calls to her guard. She's like, "Shadowed man, come on. Right, guys, let's go find out what this problem is and go
Can we get
fix
drunk
it."
first?
Can you get drunk first? Like, do you actually say this in like
Yeah.
character? And Madeline, she kind of looks at you as like, "We can get drunk after we deal with this."
Oh. Okay. I just want another bottle.
Yes. And then she kind of just like winks at you and like pulls out like an alcohol flask and just like
shit.
takes it away. So, I mean, if you want to get drunk during the battle, Madeline seems like she's got it covered for you.
Oh god.
So yeah, do you guys like just are you gonna like just start walking upwards to like head off into the
Yes.
forest? All right.
Yes, but do you know when we need to start singing? They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
I don't think the guy in the chokehold can do singing that well.
He's not really in a chokehold right now. She's kind of just like she's
Holding him by
grabbing
the shirt
him
from
by the
behind.
from behind.
From
Ow.
oh.
So let's move on over. So yeah, you guys,
We just
you
yell at
spend
him.
you spend a good while on a walk right now. Like the journey here, well, you're currently like journeying through the forest.
Ah, God.
So far,
Where's- Where's my servant gone?
So yeah, like currently, while you're walking through the forest, like, are you like all like talking to get to know each other, or like, what are you doing?
I'm, no, to be honest, what I'm doing right now is resisting burn things. It's my New
Like-
Year's resolution.
It's a lovely, beautiful green forest, and immediately Billy Bob wants to burn it. It sounds accurate, actually, but just,
I'm trying not to do it, okay? I'm trying to improve as a person.
Mm-hmm.
The Council of Nine has permission.
So yeah, you're walking
I may
through
as
this.
well find out what the guy who was out here was actually doing. If he was actually just out here adventuring, or if he was out on a job, or...
All right, so like, what do you say? Are you gonna like role play what you say to him? It's,
I go to...
just saying like your character's words. Like, ask him. Like what?
What are you out here doing before you got attacked?
Masturbating.
I imagine Billy Bob just whispers that like in Mungo's ear. But yeah, like the guy just like looks towards you, Mungo, and he's just like, "Look, me and the other wood choppers, we were gathering some wood. We were trying to clear out this forest, or the whole forest that we're currently walking through right now. Like, we're just trying to get some wood, trying to help with this cold and just rebuild the rest of Pentagon Village. And then
Why do you
all
need,
of a
why do you
sudden,
need wood to when I can give them fire?
the guy kind of like shrugs you off because he knows you, Billy Bob. Like everyone knows that you're famous now for like burning stuff. So
I'm being insane.
yeah,
Shit insane.
he doesn't take it as like literal, like you're gonna
He's
burn
big.
everything.
Billy Bob's basically the village idiot, but with powers.
Yeah, the village idiot basically.
The village idiot, but with probably
he-
the most powerful spell.
He kind of ignores what you say and just it's just like, well, we're trying to get as much wood as possible. We're just chopping trees down like usual, and then out of a sudden, one of our friends just comes out and just explodes into flowers.
Why would coming out make him explode? I'm just saying.
So like he kind of like freezes up once you're walking through the forest, and just kind of just like starts to grab his head. It's like, I don't want to become like that. I don't want to become like that. Like whatever he saw was like, he is definitely scarred about it. And Madeline's just like, well, whatever it is, we better find it fast before it causes any more issues. So,
Yes, what she says.
like, are you just agreeing with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. Better get rid of
Alright.
the issues before they cause any more issues.
And so, like, Madeline just, like, looks towards you, Mungo, as you're walking through the forest. Just like, so, Mungo, Billy Bob, how long have you been here for? Like, what have you been doing? What have you been, like, how have you been helping out?
I've been burning the wood for the warmth.
Billy Bob over here has been burning every forest in the near region.
Not every forest. I've left some.
She kind of like
The ones
smiles,
that don't
like,
look burnable.
Least useful here.
she like just like smiles and just like, oh really? Mind if I get in on with the? Do you mind if I get in on the action later on, or in the future?
What is going on?
God, that sounds so sexual. Secretly, she's hitting on Billy Bob. How does he respond?
Practically everything.
I'm just looking at a butterfly. And I'm
Just blanked.
not getting a spell ready to kill it.
You just like crush her heart completely. Billy Bob, why?
Senpai will never notice it. She's just in the back, just like, Senpai will notice me. Oh by god, I will kill everyone in.
So do you like ask her any questions? Like, do you like, what do you want to know about her, since she's kind of like asking you stuff? Like you're currently walking through the forest right now. How do you meet your sidekick? She kind of just like.
To be honest, Billy Bob hasn't heard any.
How are you and your sidekick acquainted?
What's your superhero
I'm
psychic June?
Billy Bob's saying that. I'm just rephrasing it for him.
All right, so she kind of. She smiles about that and just like looks at him, and he's kind of like very quiet. He's just like looking down at the floor as you walk onwards, and she's just like, I found him in a pub, you know, typical places where you find adventurers. He was looking for some work. I had a pair of brand new shoes. We made a deal.
He's just working for them.
He's a weird guy, very quiet and shy, I'd say, but his talents are especially useful. You wouldn't believe it what he's hiding beneath that cloak.
Oh. Oh.
Very
I
sexual.
want to see this now.
So yeah, like after like some time passes and you're just like, you know, chatting, just probably joking around things, staring at butterflies with Billy Bob. Like you start
Again,
kind of...
I wasn't staring at the butterfly. I was contemplating if I should kill it or not.
So yeah, like you
The
start
Council of Nine even
to
had a meeting on it.
you start to reach an area of the forest that's filled with like more trees, like where you can see the wood cutting folks just
So
haven't
we're
really
just
hit it that
entering
hard.
another part of the forest.
Yeah, and basically you start to see these like red petal plants just like out of the ground. Like they're not covered in snow. They look cold. They look quite warm, and like I guess unusual.
Kind of flowers.
Do any of you know any of this? Is there anything you want? I think you could probably try
I'm gonna try and see if
I'm
I
gonna
have
spout
any
lore?
about this.
perhaps. Like
Yeah,
me.
one sec. One
Actually,
second,
yeah.
I'm just-
Roll your discern reality. Oh my god, never mind. Okay, so Mungo, as a sorcerer, like you literally, as you see these plants, it hits you straight away. You're just like, oh my god, I know what this is. And
It's a magical plant of Aragoth.
like none of these kind of know what's happening right now. Like you're just walking casually, and like for you, it, like your face kind of like drops, and you, like the whole joking side of things, like just kind of disappears. You become suddenly serious because you're just like,
That shit is not to be messed with.
yeah, this is not supposed to be here. This is quite a rare thing. So yeah, basically in the past when you was younger, like just after you were hiding in the forests and in the mountains. Not, it wasn't touched by the priest in the forest. But yeah, back like in the past when you was younger and you had to flee that town. Well, staying in the forest, you came across some creatures that were.
Yeah,
like...
well, I haven't even run out of town yet.
You have been out of town. You've been walking around the whole.
Why hasn't he been around? out of town yet.
Because people see him as heroes in Absence. Usually they don't trust sorcerers, but since he hasn't caused as many problems
And
as
yet
you,
fire wizards are more trusted anyway.
they don't trust you as much as they trust Matt. So, but yeah, like as I was saying, like you've seen this type of stuff before. You've seen these plants when you had to travel across in the forest to stay in secret. And from what you could like kind of remember, like your memory's kind of vague, but like these plants come from a monster that it's quite demonic. It's definitely related to the old gods of this world, and it's kind of like it's a shadowy creature that just stares into people's or into like any creature's soul. And from what you can remember, like this every time this plant is around like. This creature is always around this plant. Like this plant always has something related to the creature, but because you never really dare to like investigate it at the risk of thinking maybe you'll lose your own life. You kind of like, you know what this plant is, you know what it means, but you don't know like why it exists, etc. You just know this is like.
I basically know this is a sign of.
Yeah, this is a sign.
Bad shit.
This is really bad stuff that is going to come, and since you know it's based off like shadows, what this guy was speaking gibberish earlier is like for the most part is true. He's not been lying.
And,
so yeah,
since evidently I'm the only person who's noticed.
Yeah, you're the only person who noticed this.
I'm still looking at the butterfly.
None of the others actually know. Actually bother. Billy Bob. Can you roll your wisdom to see if you actually even notice it? No, okay, so yeah, Billy Bob is too busy distracted by butterflies. Let me
basically, I either way, Billy Bob's probably not gonna pay attention. He doesn't know what it is already, so I go tell Madeline. I go like, hey, there's
so yeah, she's gonna roll wisdom as well, but
the most powerful wizard
Madeline and like the other folk,
the most powerful spellcaster
and the shadowed man just don't notice like the actual planet as well. Like they don't pay any attention to it. You're the only one that notices. You can like tell them about the plant, but this is kind of something that you pick up as you're walking along. Really, it's not that immediate. It kind of just slowly sinks in. So yeah, you reach a point of the forest where
we're already past it, and then I realize.
Yeah, you start to see them become more and more frequent, basically, and that's how it slowly starts to sink in. And so like you reach like a split part of the forest where it's going left and right, and you just kind of Madeline's just like, the trees seem pretty thick around here. Probably have to like move around.
No, we'll probably have to burn them.
I'm not sure which way we're gonna go. Do you know where we're supposed to go, Woodcutter? And he's just like, I can't remember. I don't want to go any further, please. And it's like, why not? And Madeline's just like, she's kind of like ushering him on. Just because she feels like he should be, contributing, helping solve whatever they've done. Like maybe she feels like
it's his fault.
Yeah, that it's his fault. It's their fault. They may have like disturbed a monster in the forest they shouldn't have.